It's Week 8 of the National Football League, and we get to watch Brian Robinson Jr. He looked real good a week ago with almost 160 yards. It's the Commanders and the Packers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders,
they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. A 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete.
You talk about this Washington defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation?
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Nifty move. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot.
And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
Very, very strong, well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
Johnson's that's taken in by Okonkwo.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Robinson up the middle. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Johnson's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. You know, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Love now. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
To throw now. Here's Love.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt.
3-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Johnson looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's 1st down as he'll be... A give left side to Robinson. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Operating from the gun, Johnson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 15 carries, 73 yards.
And simply put, partner, we're witnessing one of the best offensive players in the league so far this season. What he's been doing has him 2nd in rushing across the NFL, and the top spot is clearly in sight. He's confident. His blockers are confident. He's having a heck of a year.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here we go, Jack.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. Shoves him away. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Johnson looking to throw on second down. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Johnson on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Johnson over the middle. He has Okonkwo. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down. Back to throw again. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Love. And his throw here's incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to just 13 points in the game. And truthfully, you can't expect them to play much better than that. That's excellent defense.
They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Love. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check white. Yellow.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now Love. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Now on is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Johnson to throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Alert! Alert!
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Johnson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Johnson on, it's poke free, football's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it won. Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Love now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Johnson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point from the 41. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Johnson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Robinson with another carry.
Down to the 25. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
That one complete out to Dotson.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Back to throw. Johnson.
That is caught. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown.
Puka Nacua.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 17-3.
Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw again on 2nd down.
Love, same target. It's Jacobs again.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. On 3rd down, Love. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Operating from the gun, Johnson.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it is the Chargers out in front as those two creep towards halftime. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Bryce Young has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Cowboys. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here is Washington now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Johnson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Love. That's complete to Wicks. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Again, it's Love. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. To the air again, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Love from the gun. Flushed out right. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Badgley able to knock this one through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Washington ready to try again on offense. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He's going to try and do this himself. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 68 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And down to the 41.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Johnson now to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Johnson on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Second down, Jacobs once more. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Love now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw now. Here's Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play fake. Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Byron Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Badgley's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And McLaurin, the motion man right. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now Johnson on 1st down. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's Johnson throwing on 1st down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are right back in this football game. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Packers offense set to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Following the interception, Love. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Got Dobbs over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Love.
But if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Smith, red. Up.
Going back to Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Washington offense set to take over.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere.